So tonight we're going to continue the series on advice for a 15-year-old son, how to be a happy husband. As always, there's a link to the article in the description. Couple minute read, check it out, give you the bigger picture of what we're doing. And for every video that I've done in this series, there's a link up here in the playlist. So if you want to catch them all in one place, go ahead and check that out. Tonight's topic is learn how to cook. And to me, I just wonder why this is on the list at all, because I think cooking is something that everybody should do no matter what. It's a sense of adventure and learning and experimenting, and if it goes horribly wrong, it gives you something to talk about later while you go and order pizza or peanut butter and jelly sandwiches or something. But then when it turns out great, it's just another memory builder that remember that time when we made this and it was great. So again, learning how to cook, I just think that everybody should learn how to cook. There's just so much fun and involvement in cooking and taking these different ingredients and making something out of it that you just wouldn't have thought of before, right? And I also think learning how to cook doesn't include like the boxed macaroni and cheese or the instant ramen noodles, right? It's putting something together, a meal, and putting that together. So but I think it's especially important to learn how to cook, so for your wife, your spouse, your significant other, because it's just something you can do for them, and it takes a little time and a little effort, and just shows them that you care enough about them to put that together. There's a couple occasions through the year where I know I have meals for my wife. Mother's Day, we always do shish kebabs. Usually on her birthday, we usually do smoked pork butt and just different things. But learning how to cook is definitely an important skill, right? And I think this is something you don't have to wait till you're 15-year-old to start doing it. Start when you're young. Start, the kids, start teaching them as soon as they can stand next to the counter what you're doing, and then when they can, get them involved in mixing and measuring and things like that. And when they're old enough, get them cooking the meals, right? I know my wife and I, we've just had a lot of fun with our kids and our son in particular, learning how to cook. So I'll put a couple videos in here with him and some of the things he's done. But yeah, learning how to cook, it's not that difficult. You follow a recipe, and you put something together, and you get good enough. I'm not at this stage. You get good enough, and you just can kind of figure what ingredients would go together, and make a creation that doesn't have a recipe that you've done on your own. So anyway, if you can learn how to cook for your wife, she's gonna love you for that. So anytime that I think that she doesn't have to cook a meal and somebody else can do that for the family, that's great. So that's what I have for you tonight. Take care. I'll talk to you tomorrow.